Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope Logan fumed over Ridge Forrester turning to Taylor Hayes so snappily and pushed Brook Logan to see that a married man wouldn't do that. Hope also prompted Brook to consider whether Ridge was really her fortune, but Brook claimed there was only one man for her, and that was Ridge Forrester. At the Forrester manse, Steffy Forrester trashed Brook over the CEO move and reminded Ridge that Taylor's heart was still fragile. After Steffy asked Ridge not to break that heart, he offered consolation and hugged her. At Forrester Creations, Will Spencer pushed Katie Logan to tell him why Electra Forrester got fired, but she refused to unmask further. Katie questioned how well Will actually knew Electra, but he sang her praises and pledged to help her if he could. At Il Giardino, Electra picked at her food, so Ivy Forrester claimed her bastard still demanded to eat despite her despair. Remy Price noticed Electra was worried, so he came over to ask what was wrong. Electra admitted she got fired and didn't know why, so Remy blustered about Los Angeles being fake and promised to be there for her, just like he was ahead. Electra strained up over the memorial of the whole deep fake situation back home. After Deacon Sharp called Remy down to clean the calf. He sat down with Electra coming and admitted he eavesdropped her blasting news. Cleric gave Electra a vim talk since Forresters were flexible and told her that she'd bounce back. Electra wanted to use the ladies' room, but Deacon admitted they were having some conservation issues. Since Electra was Remy's friend, Cleric was sure Remy wouldn't mind if she went up to his place rather. After Cleric handed over a key, Electra let herself in Remy's apartment and repaired up at the Gamara. When Electra saw hung up Remy's wall of all her prints, she screamed at the creepy sight. Prognostications point to indeed further of a spin-out for Electra as she processes what this means, and most probably realizes Remy was behind the deep fake failure. Electra will try to get the heck out of there, so stay tuned for updates on Remy's appearance and how that'll affect her escape chances. Bill Spencer will face a stunner when he visits Luna Nozawa in jail again. Luna will have some visible injuries, so Bill will have a big response and wonder what happened to her behind bars. That'll give Luna a chance to unmask her sob story and maybe complain about the peril she's in. Luna was presumably attacked by another capturer too, but is there further to the story? Did Luna get under someone's skin designedly so that she could get hurt and earn Bill's sympathy? While Bill grills Luna about the parlous situation she landed in, Electra Forrester will land in a parlous situation of her own. Electra was frightened by what she set up at Remy Price's apartment, but he doesn't know she's in there just yet. Deacon Sharp will probably mention to Remy that he gave Electra the key so she could use his restroom, so that may shoot Remy into fear mode. Electra just set up Remy's unsettling wall of prints, so his preoccupation with her will leave her scarified on Friday's B&B occasion. Although Electra will slip behind the lounge and try to sneak out of the apartment after Remy shows up, will he turn around and find her? Electra's going to end up in a tight spot, so stay tuned for updates on all the enhancing drama. Next, Ivy Forrester and Will Spencer will launch a battle with Carter Walton and Hope Logan. Since Katie Logan refused to give Will answers about Electra's blasting, Will's going to join forces with Ivy and take their questions away. Still, Carter and Hope are in the dark too since they weren't given the whole story. This is all passing because of Remy's deep fake prints, but it'll take some work for Will to get to the bottom of what went down since there are a lot of layers then. Eventually, Elsa Esnault will duplication her part as Fanny Grayson, a French songster who preliminarily sought a Forrester original during Eric Forrester and Ridge Forrester's fashion competition story. Now Fanny's back to deliver an offer that involves a new incense line, so our prognostications point to Carter and Hope being excited with her pitch. Fanny will do her stylish to move Hope and Carter that her incense line belongs at Forrester, so stay tuned to see if she'll get some amazing news. There was a time when Hope and Steffy were polar contraries. Hope was formerly seen as the moral compass of the bold and the beautiful. Looking back, it's like seeing a different woman. Meanwhile, Steffy was the sexy woman who had all the men falling in love with her. Over the once time, Hope has turned into a temptress, while Steffy is a happily wedded woman. Lately, Hope did commodity that not indeed Steffy has ever tried. Unlike Steffy, Hope came the perfect wingwoman for her mama. During Thursday's occasion of B&B, Hope told Brook that she deserves someone better. She wants better for her mama, because she's been through commodity analogous. Hope wasn't surprised to hear that Ridge incontinently returned to Taylor. She told her mama that she demanded to find a man who was fully devoted to her. Still, Brook has induced herself that Ridge is her fortune. Meanwhile, Steffy is a terrible wingwoman to her own mama. She's been pushing for her parents to get back together. Steffy hasn't realized that Ridge only goes back to her mama when he's worried with Brook. Taylor deserves better, and Steffy refuses to see that. During her discussion with Brook, Hope dropped some Verity losers about Ridge. She called out their poisonous relationship. She told Brook that Ridge wouldn't run to Taylor if he were really her fortune. This is commodity he does, and that her mama allows. Hope is no longer a champion for these drive and pull types of connections. She went through commodity analogous with Liam. Hope ended it when she realized she didn't want a man with a disunited heart. She wanted her mama to do the same. Steffy could learn from Hope, indeed if her archenemy's love life is messy. Yes, there was a time when Hope sustained over Finn, but at least she's apprehensive enough to know she shouldn't fight over another man. Steffy needs to realize that her father will beget her mama more hurt. Unexpectedly, Hope came a Verity teller. If only Steffy could say the same effects to her mama. Both Taylor and Brook earn better than a habitual waffler who's juggled them for over 30 times. The difference between Hope and Steffy is that Steffy is still caught up in the nostalgia of her nonage. She wants her picture-perfect family back together and to get back at the Logans. Hopefully, Brook will heed Hope's advice. Daphne Rose, a riddle woman played by Muriel Hilaire, will appear. Who's she, and what drama will follow? We had firstly hoped that Daphne Rose was Zoe Buckingham in disguise. Still, it has been verified that she's a new character on Oil. Annika Noel and Lawrence St. Victor both praised this forthcoming plot. They take their time with her preface, and it's a really fresh character that's bringing commodity dynamic. I've had so important fun playing these scenes, according to Noel. Noel loves having someone to exercise her French on, and says she's so agitated to have her on board. Lawrence was quick to jump in and praise Muriel as well, saying, with Daphne coming by, it's another bone. Of those runner gymnasts. It's just so important fun how the story continues to evolve and transition, and Muriel is so fantastic, and she has such an amazing energy. Of course, St. Victor is agitated with the new direction effects have taken on the show. Now that Carter is expanding some of the departments, and we know that Fanny Grayson is on the verge of introducing a new incense line for consideration. Maybe Daphne is connected with the incense in some way similar as a prophet using her singing bents to promote the incense. Hope and Carter's love is veritably youthful, and a lot of effects could be. Could Daphne conceivably be someone brought in to try and break them up? There have been suggestions that someone might be converted to take on that part. Is Daphne going to be a part of a triangle with Hope and Carter? Whatever the case may be, Daphne will clearly stir up some drama. There would be no reason to add the character else. Hope and Carter are so sure of themselves with this preemption that Daphne being a factory would no way enter their minds. Daphne could clearly beget some trouble in their newfound paradise. Who knows, Brook Logan could come up with this idea to try and come between Hope and Carter. Brook is determined to have Ridge Forrester back in her arms by coming Christmas, and Carter isn't likely to hear to reason. Could this be Brook's way of getting control reverse of the company and dethroning Carter as the head of Forrester?